Hello dear students, here I am Ramjatan Yadav, Mechanical Engineering Department, GEMS Engineering College, Greater Noida. In the continuation of lecture of Automobile Engineering, it is my 20th lecture. In the previous lecture, we were discuss about the suspension system, in which we see the basic parts, types of the suspension system, requirement of the suspension system, how it is works. Now, in the types of the suspension system, you see one type is the shock absorber. In your syllabus, it is mentioned. That's why we are going to discuss about the shock absorber. See, what is the shock absorber? Actually, it is a device used to check or damp out the vibration of the suspension spring to a comfortable level. Okay, the resistance to the free oscillation of the spring is obtained in the damper by causing a fluid to pass at high speed through small holes. The energy absorbed depends upon the viscosity of the fluid and appears as heat in the fluid. And the advantage of the fluid type is that the fluid resistance is proportional to the square of the speed of the flow through the orifice and so increases the rapidly with the speed of the suspension movement. Okay, what are the types of the, see, one thing more about the shock absorber. When a vehicle moves over a rough road surface, an impact force is experienced by the wheel and the springs flexes to absorb the spring flexes to absorb this force. However, the spring will oscillate in vertical direction of finite period of time before it can return to its original position. See, sometimes a shock absorber is called a damper, as already I told you. Here we have to study about the telescopic shock absorber. Before that, I want to tell you about the principle of shock absorber. See, in a shock absorber, a piston having orifices move up and down inside an oil-filled cylinders. Okay, there is an oil-filled cylinder in which a piston which is moved up and down. As it moves, the oil passes through orifice in the piston. This increases a resistance force at this time which is used to support the motion of the spring. As the piston moves downwards, more of the piston is introduced into the cylinder, reducing the effective capacity of the cylinder. For this reason, a twin tube shock absorber is fitted with a valve in the bottom of the piston. What have its functions? This allows the displaced oil to escape to a reservoir in between the inner and outer tubes. When the piston rises up again, the oil is returned to its inner tube. This is all about your principle of shock absorber, how it works. Actually, There are two type of shock absorber basically. One is the mechanical and other is the hydraulic shock absorber. This one is the principle of your hydraulic shock absorber. In mechanical shock absorber, the friction action of the metallic disc is utilized to control the spring action. Whereas in case of your hydraulic shock absorber, fluid is passed or fluid is used to resist the spring action. Where the in mechanical a metallic disc. Okay, these shock absorber are basically used in your automobile. Now the thing is telescopic shock, how the telescopic shock absorber works. Actually, this type of shock absorber is connected between the chassis frame and the axle. Most of the modern passenger car suspension shock absorber connect to the direct doubling acting telescopic type hydraulic shock absorber. They are called direct acting because of their direct connection between the car frame and the axle. They are directly connected, that's why they are called the direct double acting telescopic type. You see, as your suspension system moves, the relative motion between the sprung and unsprung masses force the piston and rod assembly to move the telescope, where the relative to the rest of the unit is shock absorber. Actually, the telescopic shock absorber consists of an inner cylinder fitted with the head at the open mouth. The head is also screwed into the outer reservoir, which is fixed to the eyes by means of which the reservoir is secured to the axle. The piston slides inside the inner cylinder. Next point is the piston is secured to the piston rod, which is connected to the other eyes, and in this eyes you will be connected. Sorry, and this eyes will be connected to the chassis frame. The outer portion of piston rod and the reservoirs are covered with the protecting cover, which is filled with eye and the rod. The gland provided at the head prevents the leakage of the fluid by scraping around the piston rod and then passing it the reservoir through the drain hole. Next point is the inner cylinder is provided with two valve system. One foot valve is fixed at bottom and other with the sliding piston. Both the piston valve as well as the foot valve assembly has outer ring of holes and inner ring of holes covered by the disc valve. This is the diagram of your telescopic shock absorber. You see your piston is connected here, the valve 1, valve 2, eyes is connected, chassis frame here, and you see the fluid is filled in the cylinder. See how it is working. The inner cylinder, you see, one is the inner cylinder and other is the out, is completely with the fluid and the reservoir is half filled. You see a reservoir that is half filled. When the axle eyes is moved upward, then the fluid is displayed from the bottom side to the top side of the piston. Under this condition, the fluid must pass through the disc valve by opening the outer ring of the holes. In this condition, when the upper portion of cylinder is fully filled or has less space, then the fluid will also be displaced through the inner ring of holes of the foot valve and level of the fluid will rise in the reservoir. Similarly, when the axle eyes will move downward, what will happen? Then the fluid will be displaced from the top side to the bottom side of the piston. In this condition, the fluid will pass through the disc valve by the opening the inner ring of holes. The vacuum left by the piston rod inside the inner cylinder during this movement is filled by the fluid from the reservoir to the inner cylinder by opening outer ring of the holes of the foot valve. This process will be repeated until the vibration are dammed out. This is all about the working of telescopic shock absorber. This is the classification of shock absorber. Actually, it is classification on the basis of operation, that is the single acting action or multiple action shock absorber, or by the construction you can classify it, that is the mono tube shock absorber or twin tube shock absorber. You can also be classify the working medium, that is the hydraulic shock absorber or gas filled shock absorber. This is all about your classification of shock absorber, but you have to only restricted by the working of the shock absorber in as it is as mentioned in your syllabus. There is no any clarification about the classification of shock absorber in your syllabus, so you are just learn about how it works and mechanism. Thank you.